How you doing? I'm Jozzy, artist, songwriter, and I'm here with TmrO. Before I got into music, I was just a student. I was in high school. I was working at the Trap House studio in Memphis. I was a tennis player. Got a scholarship to play at UT Chat. Went out there, played. You know, I was really like a person in a band. Like music was always around me. So it was nothing like I just popped up out of the blue and just became an artist, you know, or a songwriter. I always had it in me, but you know, like it was just the beginning of like the incubating stage of who Jozzy is.
Before you even got into music, like what was some of the first music you heard that left a really strong impression?
Alicia Keys' songs in A minor really left a huge impression on me. She made me want to write. She made me want to play the piano, and she made me want to write songs because you know, like when you read the credits and you find out she wrote those songs, I was like, man, she wrote Falling. And I became like a real huge fan of Alicia Keys, and we got the same birthday, and that was another reason why I just fell in love with her. And so songs in A minor changed my life. I was like, had to been like, it came out in 2000. I was a baby, man. I remember like just like probably 8 years old and just like being immersed and just falling in love with the sound that I heard, man. And I remember just learning every song on songs in A minor on my mama's piano in the living room. You know, I would like play it back on the CD, you know what I'm saying, and rewind it. And yeah, Alicia Keys definitely, songs in A minor was definitely a pivotal point for me as a jit. I told my mom I want to take piano lessons. She was like, okay. And I took them for like a few years when I was going to school at this like, it's called Jumpy Freeman. It was like a big school in Memphis where if you was a good kid, you would go. So like I went for like 2 years and they kicked me out because my grades were bad. But for like those 2 years, I learned how to play the piano, and I thought it was an amazing moment for me. I wish I would have continued to learn how to play the piano. I wish I would have continued to learn how to read. You know, black people we're so like connected with creativity. Sometimes we learn things by ear. You know, we don't really get the technical side of things. But yeah, I'm a producer. Yeah, I'm not a hands-on producer, but every time I'm in the studio, I produce the record with the producer. Like, I structure the record to fit my song that I write on it. So, you know, that's very much of a producer. I like it all. I feel like me being a songwriter, of course, you would think that I say writing the song, but like I also love putting the harmonies and coloring the song, like the colors and the details that you add to the song after you finish writing it. Now I can add these harmonies to just take it over the top, or I'll tell the producer, yo, beef up. Now I need you to come in and beef up this hook, because this is the hook, but it don't sound like a hook right now because there's no differentiation in the beat. It just sounds like a loop. So I need you to go on in there and put them colors on it. So I love coloring. You know what I'm saying? I'm very much into that. My project, Songs for Women, Free Game for Niggas, with Love Records, Diddy. Shout out to my brother Puff. But we're gonna enhance the frequency. I feel like my project is seamless. It's incredible. I really feel like I got a classic. Songs for Women. I think that we've lost the idea of like singing to women. You know, it used to be like so many songs for a woman, and I just feel like everything is kind of like a toxic love a little bit, but just making a woman feel appreciated with the music, giving her something to listen to when she wakes up, giving her something to listen to when she cleans the house, giving her something to listen to when she's with her friends, smoking, when she mad, when she horny, when she ready to go to sleep. It's just all that. So it's just encompassing everything that a woman does on a 24/7 basis, like putting people on R&B, like the R&B that I grew up on, that has like that was catchy, not so moody, that was like shit that you could actually play on the radio. You know, I feel like, you know, a lot of R&B, which is, I love it, and I love the R&B, you know, but some of the R&B that's out, like, it's kind of like a certain tone and dynamic, and we're just trying to change the frequency of, just bring another sound of R&B that maybe people haven't heard in a minute, you know, so you can have variations. You never know, like, so, you know, you never know. For somebody, this is a new sound for somebody who's never heard, maybe you never heard a 112 song. So to them, you know, to a kid, it's a new sound. So We just rebirthing, like I said, like R&B with a bop, you know. I've been making music, goodness gracious, since 2012, 2011. So what is for a whole about
12 years.
about like 12 years. 12 years. I mean, and before that, like I didn't even want to. Like I've been making music my whole life since I was 11. So I mean, if you really want to chalk it up, like I've been doing this shit for a long time. But like professionally, or not even professionally. Professionally, 2015, I got my first placement. So I say that was when I was like, you can say became established when you get your first big one. But other than that, like, yeah, 2011, 2012 is when I really, like, you know, got serious about it. There was never a moment that I felt like it wasn't going to work, man. I enjoyed the process. I enjoyed the L's. I held them, and I enjoyed it. And you know, being so young, I was like 20, I was 20, bro. So being so young, like, it doesn't feel like an L. It just feels like life. Like, all right, what's next? You know, so I never felt like I was gonna I never felt like that. And one thing about me is like if it doesn't work, like I'm always a person about like I go outside and I go out there and get it, man. So if it don't work in here, in this city, I'm gonna go pull up to this city and link up with him. And you know what I'm saying? That's just kinda how I always been. Like it was no option, there was no plan B. I had no plan B. I was not about to work at Urban Outfitters. I was not about to go back to school. You know, I wasn't about to get a 9 to 5. So I had to make it work. So yeah, I never felt like I was going. It took a long time, but I never felt like it wasn't gonna work. I knew it was gonna work. God told me it was gonna work. I'm still learning as an artist. You know, I'm jumping into the artist thing. I've been a songwriter and I dabbled with the artistry a little bit, but I was never serious with being an artist. This is the most serious I've ever been in my life. And I'm really glad that I pivoted. I'm really glad I was a songwriter because I was able to be financially stable when, you know, a lot of artists are broke, man, you know, until you get to a certain plateau. Like, this is just for the passion and for the love. But I was actually making hits, so I'm like seeing, you know, checks. And now I'm just like, I'm at that point in my life where it's like, you know, dang, bro, when the Dream did it, when did he say, yo, I'm about to switch and go as an artist? When did Neo say, yo, I'm about to stop writing and go as an artist? When did Missy say, I'm about to stop writing and go as an artist? I look at that and I'm like, if I don't really do it, you know, then that's a pivot for me right now. I'm pivoting right now, you know what I'm saying, in like real life time. And I'm pivoting with Diddy, the same man who put Missy on as an artist. So it's just kind of funny how life moves. But as pivoting, I'm still learning as an artist how to pivot because I'm going through it in real time right now, like as you see it. But ask me that question like next year. Ask me that question next year.
No.
What I would tell my younger self, or what I would want you all to know is your timing is really not God's timing. Divine timing is incredible, and I'm very faith-based, man, and like you have to believe in something, and like where there's energy, where the spirits, whatever you believe in, but like something bigger than you. And I'm not even gonna front, man. Like you think that your timing is perfect. If I would have blew up when I was 21, I would have been broke. I wouldn't have had no money. I would have took all that money and just done some dumb shit with it. If I would have blew up when I was with Missy, I wouldn't probably be the Jozzy that I am now, as far as knowing who I am as a woman who loves women and not trying to hide my sexuality, because at the time it wasn't cool to be outwardly gay, you know. So timing allowed me to be my full transparent self, and people love it or hate it or love it, but it's needed because there's a lot of people that are just like me. So I would tell my younger self, God timing is not your timing. Be still and work and just really believe that it's going to happen. Really believe it's going to happen. And even when sometimes you feel like it's not, and you need to get up and go work out. Like get up and go play basketball, get up and do something where your mind is not idle. Because that's as soon as your mind is idle, that's when the stuff starts kicking in and it's not working. But like just stay busy, stay working on your craft, and know that in time it's going to happen. If it's meant for you, it's going to happen. Man, Erykah Badu said something so amazing, man. And she said our minds, our creators, we're like hard drives. So it's like sometimes you just gotta download stuff. Just like go and live and download all that information. Like go and experience life. Like it, like you don't have like, and that's one thing I'm learning. Like And then one day you can upload all that information and then you make a song. And when she said it, I was like, wow, it's so simple. Like we treat this shit like a 9 to 5, like a doctor's office. Like we're a doctor, but like our minds are so gentle. It's easy to have writer's block because you're trying hard to beat what you've done, or you're trying hard to make a hit, or you're trying hard to do this. But actually you should just live and just have experiences, download as much as you can so you can upload. And I think Erica, when she said that, it makes so much sense. So like there's no such thing as writer's block, but writer's block is a term that I understand what people are saying, but it's really about like I said, just living. I just love like listening to my friends talk about their relationship drama. Like I download all of their information. I download everything that my homies go through, and I put it in a song. And they be like, Jozzy, why the fuck? Why you do that for? I'm like, I ain't put your name in it. But like I uploaded it at the perfect time when I needed it, and that really works for me. Like don't tell me anything that you don't want me to put in the song, because I'm going to. I write stuff in my notes like, okay, song idea, you know, and then yeah, for when it's time. My best advice, I guess, the best advice that I got was probably from Big Bob. He told me culture eats strategy for breakfast. And I like, at the end of the day, like culture runs everything. And women run the culture, and teens run the culture. And so sometimes like you probably have a dope strategy or strategic play, but you always gotta understand that the culture, if you can like tap into your culture. If you're Asian American, if you African American, Native American, whatever your culture is, if you can tap into your culture and then like make them, that's a care. That make people care. And I think that's like one of the best advice to me. And I always go for that. Like I'll take a cultural hit over a huge hit any day. I'll take a hit that's in the culture because I'm forever like, it's like you're forever in the stars with that cultural hit. You know?